How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farm Simulator 22 called Saxthorpe Farms. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to Saxthorpe Farms, UK based on a real-life location 5 miles north of Norwich. Custom environment and crop calendar for area, 2 large customizable farms, 3 small farm yards mostly customizable, 1 BGA, 1 petrol station, 6 areas to buy and place productions, 44 fields with mission, 78 viable farmlands, 1 sawmill, 1 grain mill, 6 sell points with 9 outlet bays to sell crops, 1 animal dealer, 2 bale sell points, water source from small pond. This is my second map and first ever for Mod Hub. Feel free to contact me for feedback and suggestions. Hope you all enjoy." There are mods required for this map, starting off with the Grain Storage Pack by Camelos0397, English Barn Pack by Lancy Boy, Concrete Shed Pack by Dutch Modding, Big Barn by Steve's Mods, Grain Storage Pack by Mifu's FS, Cow Farm Pack by Camelos0397, Grain Shed Pack by Missy B, German Grain Mill by Taker LS Normandy, Silos 200 Pack by Rashstar, Gothic Style Barn by Michael Pico? Whew, I'm awful with names. Old Barn by... Ooh, is that Hellraiser? I think it's H3LLRVIZE 3R. I think that's supposed to be Hellraiser. That's my guess. Anyways, this map was created by FarmSim Briscoe and is 191.51 megabytes to download. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. You start out all the way down here in the south east corner of the map, almost right in this very far corner there. You own various points all throughout the map. As you can see, you own farmlands number 1, 14, 48, 54, 56, 59, 65, and 68. Farmland number 1 contains a field with wheat that is ready to harvest. Farmland 14 has a field of barley, and that should be growing. 48 has the farm on it. Farmland 54 has wheat ready to harvest. Farmland 56, barley ready to harvest. 59, grass ready to harvest. 65, canola ready to harvest. And 68, oat ready to harvest. You cannot purchase all areas on the map. There are areas such as, let's see, I saw a couple of them. Like right here, there's just a couple that's just not able to purchase. So like the kind of shop area that you're starting out at down here is a good example. You do start out with animal pens. You see big cow barns as well as the cow Briscoe. Contracts are available on this map. You do not have any productions to start out with, and there are no collectibles. There are mods specific to this map, but nothing under the buy menu, as you can see. But if we check out the build menu, if we look under, let's see, starting with sheds, there's nothing there. Under silos, though, if we scroll to the far right, you can see here, Saxthorpe Farms. You do have a bunker silo right there. Now, because we do have mods required for this map, you will see those pop up here as well. Under tools, nothing under silo extension or containers, but under tools, you can see another one here for the gas station. Nothing under farmhouses. Under productions, though, under factories, we do have a couple here. You can see we have the biogas plant as well as the Colk Timber Ltd. Whoops, wrong button. Under animals, we do have one here for cows, but nothing under horses, pigs, sheep, chickens, bees, or others. There's nothing under decorations tab here. And then under landscaping, all we have are paintable swatches. Nothing for trees or plants. And we actually get quite a bit of paintable swatches here, so that's very nice. We start here at the main shop. And come out here. Shop trigger right there. Repair trigger right over here. Very nice. Go ahead and hop into our tractor and we'll start running around the farm. Or I should say the map. And you do start out with those pieces of equipment right here at the shop. So, and this one is a left-hand drive, so you do have to drive on the opposite side of the road. Right here is the Class Grain Bay 1 and 2 sell points. And as you can see, noted by Bay 1 and Bay 2. Now I will say that there's going to be a lot of areas where there's going to be some distance traveled between points of interest, and it's mainly because this map has a lot, I won't say a lot of roads networks, it does, but it seems like you have to kind of go around to the most outer peripheries to be able to get to things. And you'll see what I'm talking about as we go around. Right here we have a gas station. Oops, wrong side of the road. We'll make a left here. Now to my left, open this. This almost looks to be kind of like a secondary farm. A lot of storage buildings. You do have a repair trigger in here. You don't own the land, so you can't do anything with these buildings, but lots of storage, lots of things that can be done with this property. Just have to be able to own it, but you do have access to it even though you don't own the property. So let's go back to the tractor over here. Some more storage over in the corner. Now there will be good parts of this tour where I'm going to be in first person view because there's a lot of canopy cover from the trees. So it's one of those that I'm going to have to go into first person view to be able to show you where I am and where I'm going. Over here we have, this is the East Coast Grain PLC Bay 1, Bay 2, and then back here is Bay 3. And then over here is the East Coast Bales sell point. Now continuing on. Over here. You have the sawmill where you can purchase this for $150,000. And you have here your wood chip output. Your input with your wood cell trigger here. And your output for your production. Back here you have the, this is the sawmill grain sell point right over there. And now this is the part where I was talking about where it's going to take a little bit to get over there simply because of the distance traveled. Oh, hey, I missed my turn. Here, you know what? We're just gonna travel off-road because that'll be quite a bit of backtracking. So I was supposed to go continue to head to the... oh, my goodness. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. I was supposed to continue to take that road up into the north to the northeast side of farmland, or I'm sorry, field 24. I don't know what made me turn there, but it is what it is. We'll continue on this road instead. You can see this map is actually very lovely. It's got very soft, mild sweeping terrain. It's got very nice kind of off-roads, these kind of two tracks here. You can see the tractor is really bumping along, so there's a lot of texture in the road. Nice little ponds and stuff, as you can see to my left. Oh, new two-wheeling is what I'm trying to say. Words are hard. Just continuing along this track here, and our point of interest is coming up. You can start to see it coming up on the left side of the road. And you can see right over there is a couple of open cow pastures right over there. Now I will say that again, you do have access to all the pens and pastures that are pre-placed on this map, even though you don't own the land. So that just means that you won't be able to make any edits or anything like that. So it is what it is on that kind of aspect. So starting here, we have a cow barn. We run through here. This cow barn has up to 300 cows in it. You have your feed trigger right here. I believe, where was it? Yep, milk trigger over here. And you have another cow barn right here. 200 cows can fit in here. Again, feed trigger there, milk trigger over there. Then in the back side, I believe this is your manure heap right here, and slurry trigger back here. And same thing over here. Slurry trigger over here. Manure heap over here. And then come around this side. You can see it's a pretty decent sized farm too. Like not too shabby for a little cow farm. And over here we do have a couple of cow pastures. The first one here has space for 150 cows. And another 150 cows. Nice little water access point right here. That's nice. Because these ones you will have to water, as you can see. Little water trigger right there. Good amount of storage area over here. Couple of bunker silos. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'll go and show. Bunker silos right over here. And now head to the south. And this texture I really like for the roads. You can see the concrete there is just old and split. It's been driven over countless amount of times, and you've got grass just growing up right in the middle of it. I think it's a really kind of cool texture that I don't recall seeing all too often. I just think it's kind of unique. But you can see just all the cracking in the roadway. It's exposing all the gravel and stuff underneath. Now I believe I need to go this way. Yes. Now we can come off the road right here. Ooh. Road went wild on me. And here we're going to make a left. Again, like I was saying, it's just very, very lovely map. Nice little undulations. The roads are not perfectly smooth, which you'd expect for them being kind of these two tracks. Certain parts of the road, like I mentioned before, those kind of cracked and really aged kind of roads. Just a lot of cool like variations of road networks, of terrain. You know, some are just kind of this mild sweeps, and then you get some that are a little bit more aggressive. Now you can see that road I was talking about with the cracks in it. That's I really like that. I think that's a kind of a really cool look. And over here you have the animal dealer with animated cows, always a plus in my book. Now, if you come to this location, you can either purchase your animals directly from this location or any pens and pastures that you have set up already on the map. If you purchase from here or the pens and pastures directly, though, you will incur a extra cost, a delivery fee. It's essentially simulating the animal dealer taking the animals from this location and delivering them for you. You can save on that delivery cost by either leasing or purchasing an animal trailer, bringing it to this location and loading the animals up directly for yourself, and then taking them to whichever pen and pasture you want to load them into. You can save a fair bit of money depending on how many animals you're having. Adult cows are $300 a head, so it can save you quite a bit of money. Now, just to show you what I'm talking about here, I'm sorry, $100 a head. So you've got one pasture here with 300 cows, $100 a cow. If you're delivering them, you know, having them delivered for you, it's going to cost a lot of money. Now over here you have the Fisher's Bale Sales sell point. You can see all the sheep are tucked into the pen right next to us there. I always think that's such a great addition for map makers, is to add the animated cows and other animals at the animal dealer. That just really sets it apart for me. One thing I will point out that's kind of a negative for me, this kind of edging, this side picture off the edge of the map, you can see how it just really looks like it kind of dips down and is off the map edge kind of thing. If that was elevated to kind of show a kind of a continuation almost, like, it looks okay from this angle, but the moment you come up any higher, it just seems really far off. Now we're going to continue down here. Here we'll make a right. Another right. Over here is the Green Tower Green Bay 1 sell point. So only one sell point here. Heading in this direction. You do have another farm right over here. I purchased it earlier and I didn't notice anything come up, so it's just mainly barns and buildings for you to purchase and expand your farm. Go in first person again. And we'll stop right here. And this is your main farm. Now, let's go ahead and go through our starting equipment, starting with the buy menu under owned items. Small tractors, you have the Fendt Favorite 515C. Medium tractors, you have a John Deere 7810 as well as a Massey Ferguson 3670. Harvesters, the Deutz-Fahr Toplighter 4090H. Trailers, the Rudolph TDK 301RA. Headers, the Deutz-Fahr Toplighter 4090 header. Plows, the Agrimaz POV 5XL. Cultivators, the Horsch Toronto 3FX. Power harrows, you have the Amazon KG 3001 Super. Seeders, you have the Amazon Kateya 3000 Super. Sprayers, you have the Hardy Mega 1200L as well as the Mega 1200L tank. And you have the header trailer for the Deutz-Fahr. And that is the starting equipment. Over here, you do have a silo, and a cool little feature about this, you can put a little tarp over the input for the grain silo. So I thought that was kind of cool. Over here, sleep trigger. And then over here is the rest of the farm, as you can see. A lot of your starting equipment tucked away here. So your starting tractors, I should say. Your starting equipment are kind of scattered throughout all these buildings in here. Very nice farm. I'm not familiar with the models used for it, but I really like them. And it's just a kind of a small farm, small, ish fields. You do have a couple that are pretty large, so you're going to have that kind of wide range, but the road network is going to be very limiting to what you can use on this farm, just simply because of the size of the roads. So no large equipment are going to fit down some of these paths. And here we have the Saxthorpe Grain LTD Bay 1 and 2 sell points. Oops, wrong button. And we are approaching our last couple of interests. Gonna backtrack down this road. Again, passing our farm on the right. And up here, we're going to make another right. Ooh, cut that a little too close. Nice little pond right here. Continuing just down the road. Like I said, you can see like what I was talking about, where everything is kind of set off on the perimeter of the map, so it just makes it feel so huge. There's so many spaces that are just dedicated to driving. So it's going to be one of those kind of maps that if you don't like having to, travel from place to place to place kind of thing, I don't know if this one's going to be one for you, because like I said, you just saw how long there can be between, point A to point B. So some people might consider that a negative. I mean, me personally, I kind of like it. Right here to my left is the BGA root crop sell point. A couple bunker silos right there. And the biogas plant right here. I'll go ahead and stop here. You can purchase the biogas for $1,258,240. Not that expensive, not at all. Solid inputs here, liquid inputs here, and liquid outputs right there. And now heading off to our last point of interest. Okay, coming down here. Again, you have kind of another farm area here with a silo. Most of this is just storage, but you can see the silo right there. Lots of storage, but no like building like a home or a city point or anything like that. It's just mainly, you know, just storage. But that is it. That is Saxthorpe Farm. Alright, and now it is time to render my opinion on this map. What do I think of it? 0 to 5 scale as always? Well, I really like this map. I really like it. And there's so much going on for it. So you've got the layout. I really kind of like how everything's tucked away at the outer perimeter and the roads kind of lead in and out kind of all the way around the map itself. It's got a very nice kind of really toned down color palette, so you're not getting a whole bunch of different colors to make it look too cartoonish. You got areas up here where I'm not quite sure. I actually haven't explored just up here just a little bit. But it just seems like it's just kind of there for just the aesthetics. I really like that. You've got very nice kind of modeling on the houses, but it just, you kind of get that very nice kind of country, like out in the middle of nowhere feel, especially with kind of the canopy of trees that are engulfing the roads. This is the area I was talking about here to my right. Let's go ahead and pull in here and see what this is. We're going to explore together. It just looks like a little meadow almost. Yeah, you got the nice little pond right there, and it just, yeah, just folds out into a meadow right here. This is very nice. Very cool. I mean, it's not like an actual grass field where you can just come out and mow, but you could make this into, well, this, you might be able to mow, I don't mean that. I mean, not one where you're going to actually be able to hire work or anything like that. You might have some harvestable grass here, but very nice wide open area. This is really cool. And you can really kind of utilize the space to be able to do something very nice with it. You could even make like a really big mega farm out in this area. This could be developed very nicely. And there's a couple of areas where it's just meant to be developed. It's just very nice map. Overall, really enjoy it. It's got a good range of different size fields, from small to very large. That's something I didn't go over, was the field prices. You can see here this big one here is 1.4 million. We've got 323,000, 155. So it can be a little expensive for the fields. You're gonna have to kind of work your way up to things because you own several small fields. But I mean, we're going to be one of those that I think this map will make it kind of worth the investment kind of thing. Yeah, you got very lovely water features. Just all in all, very nice map. I really enjoy it, and I'd probably give this map probably a 4, a solid 4. I like it. Very pretty. But yeah, all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing, that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. Helium deer. All that being said, whew, I just got distracted there. Something fierce. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing, that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.